Hey everyone. So if you're in HR and you're kind of wondering, what's next for me? Well, you've landed in the perfect spot. We're about to break down a pretty awesome strategic guide. We're talking about how to leap from that everyday operational role to becoming a real high-impact, high-value specialist. All right, let's just jump right in.
Okay, first things first, let's tackle a really big question that's probably on your mind. With AI and automation just everywhere now, a lot of those standard generalist tasks are, a bit at risk. So the real key here isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. And that means future-proofing your skills. But how do you actually do that?
So here's what's on the agenda. We'll kick things off with the career crossroads, that feeling of being stuck. Then we'll get into the specialist shift, check out 6 really valuable HR roles, talk about the specific skills you need, and wrap it all up with a concrete 6-month plan to get you there.
All right, Section 1, the HR career crossroads. And I bet this is a place a lot of you recognize. You've got the basics down, right? You're a key part of the team, but it just feels like you've hit a wall, a professional plateau. Your growth is kind of stalled, and that little voice in your head is asking, okay, what's actually next for me?
Most of us kick off our careers in these generalist HR roles, and they're great, absolutely fantastic for learning the ropes and seeing a bit of everything. But here's the thing, being a jack of all trades can also mean you're a master of none. It can really limit how deep you can dive into any one area, and that, in turn, caps the value you can bring to the table.
So how do you smash to that plateau? What's the secret sauce? Well, it's all about making a really intentional, strategic shift. It's about moving from being a general contributor to becoming a true specialist. The person everyone turns to, the absolute go-to expert in one specific area.
And wow, when you put them side by side, the difference is just stark. On one hand, you've got the operational role. It can feel like you're on a hamster wheel, right? You're getting good experience, but the pay has a ceiling. And let's be honest, AI is a real threat. But then, you look at the specialist role. That's a rocket ship. We're talking higher impact, way higher earning potential, and it's a career that companies are desperate for. It just perfectly shows you the power of picking a lane and owning it.
Yeah, this is what you're aiming for. This is the ultimate goal. When people in your company say, oh, you need to know about compensation, go talk to them. That's when you know you've made it. Your name is the first one that comes to mind for a specific topic. You're not just doing HR work anymore. You're actually shaping the future of it.
Okay, so what does being a specialist actually look like day to day? Well, it's all about going deep. Think of it like an iceberg. Your general knowledge is the part everyone sees, and that's important. But your real power, your real value, is the massive part of the iceberg below the surface, your deep, specialized expertise. You're not just talking about a topic. You're using the tools, you're mastering the systems, you're even using AI to get things done. You have that rock-solid credibility.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks. We've covered the why. Now let's talk about the what. What can you actually become? Let's check out 6 super valuable, high-demand roles that are really changing the game in HR right now.
Just take a second and look at these salaries. It's pretty incredible. Maybe you're a generalist now and you want to become a data-driven HRBP. That's a salary that can go up to 40 lakhs. Or maybe you're more of a tech person and you're looking at HR digital transformation. We're talking up to 45 lakhs. And look at the backgrounds. It doesn't matter if you're in HR ops, IT, or finance. There's a pathway here for just about everyone. The opportunity is massive.
Okay, so let's say you've picked your dream destination from that list. Now you need the roadmap to get there. That's what this next section is all about. The actual, practical skills you've got to build to land one of these amazing roles. Learn all this stuff while I'm still working my day job. Fair question. So to make it really real, let's walk through a case study. A structured 6-month program that's built to do exactly this.
You can really break a big transformation like this down into 3 simple phases. First, you start with a deep dive into your own career to figure out exactly what skills you're missing. Step 2 is the learning itself, a customized journey with certifications, projects, all that good stuff. And then Step 3, which is honestly the most important part, is the post-training support. We're talking 2 years of coaching to make sure everything you learned actually sticks and you land on your feet.
And here's a quick look at this 6-month map. It gives you a sense of just how focused and structured this is. Look at this. In the very first quarter, you're already getting certified and learning about the latest AI tools. it moves fast. And by the time that 6 months is up, you're not just someone who took a course. You are a certified global specialist ready to go.